عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم وأحسن الله لنا ولكم العزاء بمصاب سيد الشهداء ريحانة رسول الله، وجعلنا الله وإياكم من المعزين لرسوله وأهل بيته بهذه المناسبة الأليمة. ونسأل الله عز وجل أن يمن عليكم عاملين وحضور للتوفيق لمرضاته وللسعي إلى رضوانه، وأن يجعل إن شاء الله هذه الليالي في ميزان حسناتكم، وبيض الله وجوهكم أمام الصديقة فاطمة الزهراء، وأبلغها منا عزاء وسلاما على ولدها الحسين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار. My dear brothers and sisters, once upon a time there was a noble man, exactly 13,000 years ago, actually 13,080 years ago. There was a noble man being killed in a tragedy, the place called Karbala. The day was called Ashura. This nobleman fought for the dignity of humanity, the rights of people. But we need to go deep about this story. Why we are gathering and try to repeat these events every year intensively. Probably you heard about people passed away. Every day people passed away. People die by illness, car accidents. Anyway, everybody has a final day in this life. And these people, they are somebody else beloved. They might be a father or a brother or a mother or sister or wife or husband. Those people who passed away, their beloveds who are still alive, they might remember them for 3, 5, 10 years, right? But after that, they're going to be forgotten. This nobleman, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, he was killed, just I was mentioned, 13,080 years ago. And every year, like nowadays, these nights, we are gathering to remember the tragedy of his day, Ashura. And as long as it's been for centuries and we still remember it, there is a secret behind this. Why we remember his story. And why is he unforgettable nobleman? Why it's hard to delete this story from the history. There is a secret behind this. And there is a reason behind this. And the reason is, this nobleman has a love story with God, with Allah. He sacrificed by himself, by his family, and his sister, his daughters, his niece, his nephews were taken as prisoners from country to another country, just because of the rights of other people. Sometimes you have to sacrifice by your happiness for the other people's happiness. And there's a big moral lesson out of his story, which is you need to be taking care of others. The love of Allah means the love of the people. And that's why Imam Hussein alayhi salam did all this great sacrifice for the sake of other people, not to be under injustice ruling like Yazid. So when we are gathering, we need to find out why. When we are raising all these sorrow and sadness and tears shed and slapping our chest, all these rituals has a reason. Why? Because this guy has given a lot of his efforts for the sake of God and humanity. And great people should be always in the memory of the history. They should be always remembered by the good people and taking them as example. We not try to do stuff like other people doing blindly. We need to know everything why. There should be a reason for anything. I bet you heard this before. If you see something, say something. If this gathering has a reason, not because your dad is coming attending majalis and your guys are coming. No, you have to know why. Some of your guys are complaining why we are praying 5 times, why we are fasting in Ramadan, why we are doing so and so, and throwing complaints here and there because they don't know what is the spiritual, what is the real meaning of doing this. And when they ask them, if this religion is something tiring, just drop it. You don't have to stick with it. And he said, no, my dad told me I have to pray. So we don't want your guys to pray while you don't know what is the praying, what is the real meaning. You have to go down deep in your heart and ask yourself, why I'm praying to God, why I'm fasting, why I'm attending these majalis, in order to know the real meaning behind it. So we are not a report, we are not a machine, we are human beings. We have feelings, we have hearts, and we are very sensitive human beings. So when we listen to such a story and we're reacting with it, and then we have to repeat it every year intensively. Just what I said, people passed away, they might be forgotten after 10 years. This nobleman being remembered every year. So there is a reason. And why he's not unforgettable? Because he has a love story with Allah. And Allah is make this love separated by his sacrifice. Even he was by himself, lonely. Even he facing thousands of his enemy, of his merciless enemies. In spite of all these difficulties, he defeated them. And the proof is, now, after 13 centuries, 80 years ago, now we are gathering to mention his story, to remember his moral lessons. So, those who are giving more, God gonna reward them. Allah gonna give them more and more. So this is the brief lesson about why we are gathering, why we are keep repeating the same story intensively, just like he died yesterday or last year. You see, this guy is different from everybody else. Now his story nowadays, right now, we are gathering to mention his tragedy, and there's thousands other majalis in all the world, by all the languages, by different sects and colors and cities, just because they love this nobleman for his giving. The Prophet Muhammad said, Husseinun minni, is part of me. وأنا من حسين, and I am a part of his, from Hussein. أحب الله من أحب حسينا. Allah loves those who loves Imam Hussein. So this is something abnormal. It's not really happening with everybody, even the prophets. So there is a miracle with his story. We need your guys, when you come to Majalis, to understand his story, take lessons, not doing what other people doing blindly, and try to ask, and try to find answers, and try to have him as a model. Those who are really love some soccer team players, they go to the store and buy their T-shirts. Sometimes they took the same number of their big fan soccer players, just because they love them. So when you love somebody, you try to see what his T-shirt number, what soccer team he played with, and then you have the picture of the team on your room and all that stuff. So when you love somebody, you go look deeper. You go down in your heart and ask yourself. So from now on till the night of 10th, إلى ليلة العاشر, so either me or Brother Ahmed, he's going to take care of the brief session about the school of Ashura and the school of Karbala. So try to ask, try to go home and read more, and to know why we are gathering, why this man is special. And at the end, let us enlighten our hearts and mind and our gathering with loud salawat.